or havenfinancialgroup.com. Again, we talk every week, Kim, about all these retirement topics, what's going on, and in the politics and new laws and all the various things that sometimes creates a lot of worry. And we don't want worry, but we want confidence, especially as you're planning for retirement and get close to retirement. And that comes with the right attention that you deserve for what you're paying. And I see every week people not getting the attention, paying a lot of money and not getting it. And that's problematic.
You bet. We talked about this off the top of the show. Federal Reserve, certainly one of the most important factors when it comes to controlling the U.S. economy. And the U.S. economy has so much to do with the global economy. And it was just last week that the Fed announced another quarter point drop. And there is much anticipation, Larry, that they're going to do it one more time before the year is out. So the first thing I want, before we talk about, the Federal Reserve and maintaining autonomy, because that is so important. Let's talk a little bit about these rate cuts and what this means to consumers, and most importantly, consumers who are in retirement.
Yeah, many would say the Federal Reserve is one of the most important factors controlling the U.S. economy and therefore the global economy. They control the money supply of the economy, which can help control prices. That's what they're trying to do, trying to still get inflation where it's supposed to be. Incentivizing institutions and businesses and individuals to start buying and lending and creating different borrowing decisions. They kind of control things. And some out there are saying that Trump wants to change that. That's purely speculative. He might want to change some things because some would say that some of their decisions aren't always for the better. Now, they do avoid they say they avoid political cycles and taking any political stance, and that's important. Sometimes I wonder if that actually is the case, but why would we ever question politics, right? We have no reason to question politics, or maybe we do. It maintains market stability. And again, the U.S. is looking at, the world is looking at the U.S. as kind of the mainstream. We'll see as far as lower interest rates. Trump has expressed a desire for lowering interest rates. He wants to stimulate the economy. He wants to stimulate growth. And by doing this, that oftentimes does it. Now, with that, your CDs and your high yield savings and money market might not be getting if that does happen. But it's always a balancing act between, cutting rates, increasing rates, just to maintain the stability in the economy. So, employment, lower rates could boost hiring and spending. Some would say that's great for businesses, which it is. But excessive cuts may create an overheated economy, leading to layoffs and economic downturns. So inflation could spiral. It's all a balancing act. And again, to be determined, we just don't know what's going to happen. But the U.S. has always bounced back. If we don't have faith in the U.S. economy, we got serious problems. And I would say the overall health of the U.S. economy is still relatively strong with a lot of problems, but still relatively strong.
Mm-hmm. So Federal Reserve's decisions, how does that impact retirees' portfolios?
Well, it affects the markets. Anytime that the Fed breathes anything, the market goes up or it goes down, it goes crazy, more so than ever, because back in the day, if something happened in a foreign country many worlds away, it would have no effect on us at all. Today, there's as much as a whisper and the market goes crazy. So again, making sure your portfolio is where it should be. Those fixed income types of accounts like money markets and CDs and high yield savings accounts or checking, we've seen some nice rates of the last couple of years, which has been very nice, but we could see those go down. So continue to monitor those for your liquid types of short-term liquid accounts. We'll see what happens in the real estate market. By doing that, we very well could see the interest rates on mortgage rates come down, which may heat up the real estate markets a little bit. There's every decision has an outcome and a result, which you could say is positive or negative, but it's really maintaining that right balance. And that's where the Federal Reserve really comes into play in all of these various industries. The strength of the dollar, just this past week, that went up. So that's a sign in a short term heading in the right direction. It's really getting the respect again from these foreign countries, which I think we lost a lot of that respect in recent years. And his goal is to gain that respect back, which I think is extremely important.
The number is 612-504-8400. We've talked about a new administration coming into office the 20th of January and the different kinds of economic impacts this new administration could have. This is the perfect time as we ponder what may be coming down the pike for the next 4 years, for you to take a look at your options when it comes to your retirement portfolio, or if you're getting ready, your pre-retirement, and you don't have a portfolio yet, this is the perfect time to sit down with experts like those at Haven Financial Group and talk about some of the options. 612-504-8400 is the number. Call, set up a free consultation, tell them that you heard us here on the radio. They'll get you in, you sit down with one of the experts, you tell them what it is that you're trying to accomplish when it comes to putting together a portfolio for your retirement. Larry, I wanted to talk a little bit about the upcoming educational seminars and what, as we project out into 2025, what people can expect.
You can expect the same from Haven Financial Group, lots of education. Go to our website, havenfinancialgroup.com. Classes will continue through mid-December. You can see them on our site, and then we'll resume the first of the year. Social Security and tax classes, investment classes, Medicare Made Simple classes, Truth About Annuity classes, all done in a community education setting or at a college setting, and you can see all the different venues we have. And I want to use this time, Kim, to say it's mid-November, it's fourth quarter, and I want to stress some important timelines, if you will, at this stage, no matter who you're working with or if you're working with no one. End of the year timelines such as required minimum distribution, RMDs, if you're of that age, the deadline, make sure you take it to avoid penalties. If you have some inherited IRAs, inherited RMDs, make sure you take those out. If you're needing some withdrawals or distributions, those need to be done here before the middle of December, because you don't want to wait till the last 2 weeks of the year. It's time to have a tax discussion. You should be having it all throughout the year, but we've done many IRA to Roth conversions here. We continue to do them every week with folks that said, I didn't even know it applied to me. And that would have been a missed opportunity. Conversions, taking advantage of some tax loss harvesting on some of those investments. Taxes are a big part of that. And, it's open enrollment for Medicare. We're extremely busy helping lots of people on the Medicare and healthcare side of things, which can be very difficult to navigate. And again, you don't pay anymore to have somebody help you and work for you. And guess what? New Year's is around the corner. And what are your goals for the new year? Turning over that new leaf, resolutions. Yep, it's getting close to that time again. So putting all these puzzle pieces together, the retirement puzzle, not just some of the puzzle pieces, all of the puzzle pieces.
All right. So the number, so that you can sit down, put together that puzzle, not just some of the pieces, as Larry said, but all the pieces. 612-504-8400. That's the number you call. Set up a free consultation. Havenfinancialgroup.com. Now that's where you can go see some of the upcoming seminars, these educational seminars that you heard Larry talking about. They're throughout the metro area. You can sign up for one. They are free. A really great, you don't have to be a client, by the way. This is just a great way to get to know the Haven Financial Group team. Maybe get some of your questions answered, maybe get more comfortable with the team so that you can set up that consultation to go in and talk, about your personal issues in your personal portfolio. It's 612-504-8400, havenfinancialgroup.com for more information. Larry, once again, I think this has been a very interesting show. We've said it already, but we'll say it again. We have a new administration on the way. Always a new administration means changes that can impact a retiree's future. And so it's always good to know what your options are so you're prepared regardless of who might be sitting in the White House.
So true, Kim. We still live in the United States. It's November. We have a lot to be thankful for. Yes, there's a lot going on, but it's still the United States of America. Thanks for listening.